T. I mean, very well. It wasn't until she started to make her positions clear and continuously play the victim from the palace.
Oh, grab your teacups, clutch those pearls, and cancel your afternoon plans, because what we're about to spill could very well shake Montecito's carefully curated image to its core. We're talking about a revelation so jaw-dropping. It makes that Oprah interview feel like a polite garden chat. The whispers, they're no longer whispers. They've turned into sirens, echoing through the hills of Montecito, louder than Meghan Markle's PR engine on overdrive. But this time, it's not about a podcast that fizzled out or a lifestyle brand that disappeared faster than a royal wave. No, this is next level. Allegedly, and yes, we emphasize allegedly, Meghan Markle may have a secret daughter. Not a distant cousin, not an old family friend. A fully grown woman, reportedly kept out of the public spotlight like a forgotten chapter from a carefully managed biography. And now, the rumor is out in the wild, tearing through timelines, tabloid front pages, and royal group chats faster than you can say media storm. It all started with an anonymous social media leak. A handful of old, grainy, flash-heavy photos from Meghan's pre-suits, pre-palace days. Think early 2000s energy. Butterfly clips, low-rise jeans, flip phones, and that ultra-defined eyeliner. These aren't polished press shots. They're real, raw, and impossible to ignore. Since then, speculation has taken off. Online theories are flying, timelines are being dissected, and fans are asking, could there be truth here? And as for Prince Harry, sources suggest he's feeling overwhelmed, completely caught off guard by the story's sudden momentum. Because if there's even a fraction of truth behind this, it's not just another internet rumor. It's something that could redefine the Sussex narrative entirely.
About parents being proud of their kids and so on and so on. But the way that Meghan and Harry have gone about shielding their kids from us, talking about how they can't be bullied and leave them alone, yada, 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 for her to go out and now start debuting them in little pockets for With Love Meghan Season 2.
At first, everyone thought it was just another round of the tabloids dragging Meghan's so-called wild past back into the spotlight. Nothing new, right? Just another recycled headline trying to stir up drama. But then, tucked deep in the comment sections, past the memes and eye rolls, internet sleuths spotted something unsettling. A young girl. Not front and center, but always lingering in the background of those old photos. Same almond-shaped eyes. Same half-smirk that Meghan's known for. Same aura. And that's when online detectives went full digital Sherlock. They weren't just scrolling. They were investigating. Reddit threads lit up. People started digging through ancient modeling directories, behind-the-scenes snaps from Meghan's Suits era, even long-forgotten MySpace profiles. Yes, those MySpace days, thinking they were long deleted, but nothing on the internet ever truly disappears. And then came the breadcrumbs. Mentions of a little one in an old blog post, a casual My Baby Girl reference in an archived email, even a 2007 red carpet interview clip where Meghan laughed and said, "I kind of already feel like a mom sometimes." Harmless? Maybe, or maybe not. Because the moment that whisper turned into a possible secret daughter theory, boom, the tabloids pounced like it was feeding time at the Palace Zoo. Meghan's hidden child blared across glossy covers. Royal bombshell erupts over secret daughter, screamed across morning talk shows. Within hours, hashtags like Markle Mystery and Secret Sussex were trending like wildfire. And Harry? Oh, Harry. Reports claim he's been MIA during the whole media storm, allegedly locked away in their Montecito mansion's meditation space, or what some say is just a glorified panic room with a diffuser and designer floor cushions, trying to process it all. Some say he was seen pacing. Others say tears were involved. Meanwhile, Meghan's PR team, working overtime, press statements, legal threats, social media blackouts, the more they tried to put out the fire, the more the internet added gasoline. But here's where it truly spiraled. A former friend from Meghan's acting days, let's call her Cassie, stepped forward in a podcast interview and dropped what could only be described as a narrative-shattering twist. She claimed Meghan once confided in her about a chapter of her life she chose to keep buried. Something about making tough decisions, staying fiercely private, and never letting anything get in the way of her rise. And if true, that fresh-faced Duchess-turned-activist storyline takes a serious turn, because a hidden daughter doesn't exactly fit the royal brand handbook, especially one built on transparency, reinvention, and media control. And Harry, poor Harry, the man who crossed oceans and cut ties with a centuries-old institution to protect his family, now potentially realizing he didn't even know the whole story to begin with.
For Meghan, you can't build an empire when you're burning through your architects. No amount of branded coffee or curated glossy Instagram posts can make the instability behind the scenes.
It was the kind of twist nobody saw coming, and everyone secretly craved. An anonymous Instagram account claiming to be the forgotten Sussex had been whispering from the shadows for months. Most dismissed it as a bored troll, until a single post flipped the entire internet on its head. A childhood photo, one with an eerie resemblance to Meghan Markle. The almond eyes, that sly left cheek dimple, even the exact same smile curve. The resemblance was chilling. Suddenly, what felt like gossip became digital wildfire. While social media spiraled into amateur DNA analysis, the palace, sitting smug across the Atlantic, was reportedly watching it all unfold like karmic Shakespeare. After years of Meghan and Harry launching bombshells, lawsuits, and Netflix exposés against the firm, the monarchy didn't even have to lift a finger. Because this time, the drama came from inside the Montecito castle. Meghan's response? Predictably robotic. A generic, polished denial pushed through a lifestyle magazine, wrapped in PR plastic and completely void of emotion. But the internet wasn't buying it. Her loyal fans? Quiet. The comment sections? Exploding. Why not just prove she's fake? Silence speaks louder. At this point, I wouldn't even be surprised. And then came Harry's fury. Sources whispered about shouting matches, frantic calls for truth, and a man pacing his California mansion like a caged lion. Because for all his rebel prince energy, Harry is still at his core a royal. And royals care about bloodlines. If this girl is real, everything collapses. The brand, the fairy tale, the carefully curated family image, the doting dad, the feminist mom, the Montecito mansion, gone. Replaced by a single stunning question. What else hasn't Meghan told him? Then she spoke. Late one night, the account posted a video. No filters, no drama, just a girl, sitting against a white wall staring straight into the lens. She didn't name Meghan. She didn't have to. You always told me to stay hidden because my existence would ruin your crown. Then, she smiled. That smile. Meghan's smile. The internet imploded. Side-by-side photos flooded every platform. TikTok sleuths, Twitter threads, facial recognition overlays. It was no longer speculation. It felt like a forensic investigation. And the hashtag, Meghan's secret daughter, trending #1 worldwide. Harry reportedly broke. Sources claim he stormed out barefoot, drove for hours along the coast, and ended up sobbing alone in a parked car. Neighbors saw him wandering later that night, red-faced, hoodie up, avoiding eye contact. A broken man with a shattered illusion. Meanwhile, Meghan flipped into crisis mode. PR teams summoned at 3 a.m. Frantic phone calls to editors, influencers, anyone who might bury the flames. But every denial only made it worse. Every attempt to shut it down, a gasoline-soaked spark. Then came the journalist blunder. One of Meghan's few remaining allies accidentally let something slip. The girl has no legal claim to the Sussex name. Legal claim? No one said anything about legal claims, until now. It was like watching someone try to stomp out a fire while wearing rocket boots. The speculation, already insane, exploded. And in the shadows, the palace? Thriving. One royal aide allegedly said, "The House of Windsor didn't need to do a thing. The Sussexes took care of it themselves." Cold, but not wrong. Just when the chaos peaked, another nuke dropped. An anonymous birth certificate surfaced, heavily redacted, from California, years before Meghan met Harry. Mother's name? Rachel Markle. Meghan's real name. Whether real or forged didn't matter. The timing was savage. Timeline breakdowns. Past relationships dissected. Meghan's Hollywood past suddenly felt like a crime scene, and Hollywood noticed. Brands that once chased her clout? Gone dark. The once blazing power couple? Dimming. Netflix can't spin this into a heartwarming comeback. Oprah can't fix this one. The storybook image of the royal rebels now looks like a sad parody of itself. And Harry? He's reportedly reaching out to old friends, the ones he cut off for Meghan, the ones who warned him. He's asking if they'll talk, if they'll help, because now he's wondering if the woman he gave up a kingdom for was hiding a kingdom of secrets herself. And then, silence. The alleged daughter? Gone. Not a word since the video. No follow-up, no denial, no demand. Which makes it worse, because silence means two things. She was silenced. She's waiting for the perfect moment to drop the final proof, the one that destroys what's left of the Sussex brand. And the world? It's watching, waiting, holding its breath. Because if that moment comes, it won't just be the end of Meghan's image. It'll be the end of everything.